Hello, everybody. Welcome to the YNTAAY Minis. I'm Chris Smith, and this week I'm talking about A Bronx Tale, the musical, based on the movie from, what year was it? 2005, something like that. And it is on a national tour. It was on the Broadway, and now it is touring the country. And I saw it at the Pantages Theater in beautiful Los Angeles, where it is playing November 6th through the 25th, 2018. And if you are in town, you should check that out. It's not a long show. It's the first act was over at about, I'd say 9 o'clock. We saw the 8 o'clock show, of course, and which is unusual. Usually they go till like 9:30. And then we were out a little after 10, I would say. So it's a 2-act show, of course. Not that all shows are 2 acts, but I like a good 2-act. Remember in the olden days when they were 3 acts? Me neither. But it's on tour right now, and it stars a lot of the people from the original cast on Broadway. It's set in the 60s. It tells the tale of a young man who grows up in the Bronx, and he witnesses a murder on the streets, but he doesn't think on the guy who did it. You know, it was over a traffic violation. Well, there was much more to it whenever there's a murder, but in the Bronx, you don't snitch on somebody. So the guy what done it sort of owed this kid a gratitude and took him under his wing, and the kid is sort of torn between this this mobster type guy that he looks up to and his father, who's a regular blue collar worker, and he doesn't want to become like his father because all the money is flowing with this other guy. So it's an interesting story. And then he embarks, as he gets older, on an interracial romance with a girl from another neighborhood, and but neither one of their neighborhoods are that thrilled when they find out about it. And here are some of the actors. Richard Blake, who you will all know from Legally Blonde the musical and The Wedding Singer the musical, and many other shows. I think he was a Fiero in Wicked, one of the productions. And he is in it as the father. Guess who also is in it? Joe Barbara from Another World. He played Joe Carlino. Remember, he married Paulina Corey, played by Judy Evans. Yes, he plays the mobster type guy that takes the kid under his wing, and then of course the kid grows up to be this guy. The music is by Alan Menken, and the lyrics are by Glenn Slater, and the book is by Chaz Palminteri, who was also in the movie. And it's based on, he did a one-man show many years ago, and then I guess they it went to off-Broadway, perhaps, and then it was made into the movie, and then the movie was made into the musical, as all movies should be. Here's Chaz Palminteri, you recognize him, and here he is in a scene from the movie. He played, of course, the mobster type that the kid looks up to. It was a very good movie. I only saw it the one time, and I didn't even own the CD. As you can see, my CDs right there of all my cast recordings. I still haven't bought A Bronx Tale, and I love Alan Menken, Glenn Slater stuff. So I will rush out and buy the CD because the music was very nice. Nothing really jumps out at me in my memory, except Belmont Avenue, doot, 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 Belmont Avenue, doot, doot. They were from Belmont Avenue. But yes, so it's on tour. It's also stopping next in San Francisco, November 27th through December 23rd, Dallas, Texas, December 26th through January 6th, and then Denver, Colorado, January 8th through the 20th. So go online, and you can also pause this video and check out all the cities that it's coming to. You know, I typed all these up myself. I was going to do a copy and paste, but every time I did, my computer screen didn't like that. If you couldn't move anything, I was like, what is this? So I typed it all up. So it's going to wrap up its tour in Kansas City, Missouri, July 30th through August 4th. I'd love to get me one of those tours and just tour the country, seeing all the boroughs and the cities and the suburbs and the sights. Maybe go to the Grand Canyon. Is there anything playing in the Grand Canyon? But A Bronx Tale, you know, it wasn't my favorite show on the planet. It didn't change my life in any way, like title of show. It's not a giant splashy show like Wicked, but it's a good solid show. It's entertaining. It has a nice message of tolerance, of not thinking on murderers, on love over hate and family. Here's the touring cast, and like I said, several of them, if you look at their bios, you're like, hey, they also did the Broadway show, and I guess they loved it so much they've continued. So yes, if you're in the Los Angeles area or San Francisco, Dallas, Denver, Fort Myers, Tampa, Greenville, Nashville, Minneapolis, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Oklahoma City, Chicago, Washington, D.C., where it'll be in March, you can check out this show. So, okay. Farewell, everybody. Have a great day. Go see some theater, Bronx Tale, or something else. Okay, goodbye.